Hi, my name is Mary Beth Rice-Gaiser, and I wanted to introduce myself. I will be working with your child in drawing and painting two. I know I've met some of you before. I've had them in drawing and painting one, but I wanted to just let you know a little bit about what drawing and painting two looks like this year. So we have the opportunity to enjoy a whole year together. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to start off with the syllabus. So here we are. Okay, so for drawing and painting two, I have listed, and this is all in Schoology, and I'll show you where that is in just a moment or two. And the best way to get in touch with me is always going to be via email, so that way I can check it throughout the day. Based on what the course is, it's a lot different than drawing and painting one. Students will have an opportunity of selecting a lot of the different mediums that they will work with. They will also be creating their own compositions through taking photographs of many of the pieces they'll be working with. So while photography is not something they need to be a master at, they can even use their phones and take pictures on that. If need be, I also can supply for them either an iPad or digital camera, so at least they can take their photos. They will have that great opportunity of actually creating their own compositions, so it gives them a little more ownership of their work. So this year we're going to focus on using some additional different mediums. Color is always a key component, which we'll start with. They're going to be working with some mediums which could be unique to them. Starting off with in the near future is going to be an oil painting. We're going to use things again in a little bit of a different way, just so they get a little bit more expertise at these mediums. So in here, I have the course rules and expectations. These are great kids. Really, I'm just asking them to give their wholehearted best effort as they move forward throughout the course of the year, and also for them to be their own advocate and make sure that they really communicate. So if anything should be going awry, I feel like last year was a year where so many students, emailed me and said, look, I'm having these issues and that, but obviously please feel free, as your child should potentially need, by all means, reach out to me. Attendance is huge and really a very important component part. It's always important for kids, if they're absent, please check in with me to see what it is they've missed. If they're going to be out for several days, they can reach out, or you are also welcome to reach out to me. I'm going to ask them to, if they have their supplies here, let me know where that is so I can always send things home. I'll show you my agenda, but I do have weekly plans. Those are actually right in Schoology too. So at a moment's glance, students can take a look and see what the week is going to entail. I've included in there daily things of which we will be accomplishing, as well as different supplies, due dates and such. And some of my due dates are fluid. So as they are working, I may say things are due next week, Tuesday. And as they are continuing to work, by the end of the work week, I might say, guess what, guys, I think we're gonna need a little bit more time, or even a little less time. Typically, it's more time that's needed. Homework assignments. The journals are typically one per week. This year in drawing and painting two, some of the assignments are a little more heavily based, and the size also is more encompassing. Should that be the case, I may tell them that the homework assignment for that week is to put forth about an hour on that project. So it kind of will just depend. I only give one assignment per week, which is outside of class. And most of the time it is going to be a small little drawing, and students can have the opportunity of determining if they want to spend an hour all at once, or if they wanted to break that up a little bit throughout the course of the week, whatever works best for them. They will have a weekend in between, so that way, if that's a better time for them to work, then they shall have that. This year, I'm really excited about going back into having some critiques in class, so students can look holistically and collectively at the work of their peers. They will be able to have small discussions as well as larger ones. We're going to start off with small groups first, so everybody feels comfortable and confident in the process. And of course, I will be there to assist them in moving forward with that as well. For our grades will consist of projects, and also within those projects, part of that assessment that's in there is going to be a written explanation or their artist statement. So that's really worth 80% of the grade. Some of the smaller grades could be things such as some of the photographs that they will need to take in preparation for the assignment, It also could be some art history and things of that nature. So that's worth 20%. And then just so we know, with that, you add up all the quarters divided by 4, and that's going to be their final grade. If a student is not here, or they turn a project in late and it's just not in yet, it will show as a 0. And that really is just a holding place. So that way, parents, just so you know, that's not the final grade. It's only final if they don't turn the assignment in and all. But this way they say, oops, I forgot to turn something in, or hey, I thought I turned that in. So can you please just double check, and we can see, we make that correction. Okay, so if you see a 0 there, obviously ask questions, but by all means know that that's not the final grade. I'm always willing to accept work. So late work, if it's turned in quite late, they're going to get a penalty for it. So that will be late points deducted. But here's the thing, if a student is really doing something that's much more complex and they're really stretching their limits of trying to do something unique and extraordinary, then I'm going to work with them. So that's just a key component. I have supplies listed on the website. They should have most of their supplies from last year. They can use that and add to it as they need it. I know this year I have asked for students to get a small set of oil paints, which we're going to go over in class this week. Extra help. So for students who are in need of extra help, I typically arrive in school by 8:15. It gives them an opportunity to just, come on in if that works. They're also welcome to come in during a free period if I'm available, but they should just check with me to make sure that I just don't have a class, but I'm always eager to assist. I'm going to share my screen one more time and just go over how my Schoology page is set up. Okay, so let me share my screen. So in here, I have my contact information. So if you need to contact me, please do me a favor. It's always best to email me. If you would like for me to give you a phone call, I'd be so happy to do that. But we just need to arrange it this way. I check my emails constantly throughout the course of the day. So that's there. I do have a weekly agenda. Students are welcome to check that out. Again, it gives them a quick glance of what the week is going to entail. And it gives them the whole week, and they can actually illuminate the one to make it a little bit bigger. I also will begin putting in the materials that they will need to bring in with them, so they have that as well. Okay, so just moving back. The Zoom link is going to also be, I know last year I did hold some critiques this way. It was really nice because all students got to respond to artworks, and it was a lot easier to do that than to have everybody speaking at once, partially because we were hybrid and out for a while, but it was also a great opportunity for more students to be able to respond. So that's a possibility. I also will be doing quite a few demonstrations this year. Students are welcome then to even open up their Chromebooks and get the information close at hand. I can record things and then put them in Schoology too. Okay, so in the beginning of the year, I have the course syllabus, supplies, even a video which goes over the supplies, how to submit an assignment into Schoology, since we will be doing that again this year. And then you will have the link for this open house. For all of our classes, the assignments will be listed. As soon as they're published, you will have the due dates are in the up and coming over here. And again, those can change as far as due dates go. I always ask students to double check. As we get close to a due date, that's when I evaluate. So if this is due on, the first one is due Monday, September 13th, I will take a quick peek. We'll look at them either at the end of the class Thursday or beginning of the class Friday, and we can adjust as needed. So that being noted, there's going to be quite a few things that I ask. Most importantly, I'm going to be asking for the students, to your child, to really give their best efforts as we move forward in this year. Be open to new challenges and new ideas. And I look forward to an awesome year in drawing and painting too. Don't hesitate if you have any questions to contact me. And thank you guys so much. Have an awesome evening. Let's have a great year. Thanks again. Bye.